Hi guys, today we are going to be making a Suncatcher. Let's start by gathering our supplies. I have a plate, my white glue, food dye, and a pipette to take it out, a popsicle stick, a pencil, and some thread. You can also use a plastic lid like a sour cream lid or a yogurt lid to do this activity. And I have a piece of paper to protect my work area. So to start, we're going to take the glue and pour it on the plate. You can use the popsicle stick to kind of scoop it out. And you can also use the popsicle stick to spread it on your plate, or you can tilt the plate around to get an even coat on the inside of your plate. So if you have gaps like this, you're going to want to try and fill them in by pushing the glue around and moving the plate to help it settle on. But this is good because we're going to end up trimming the outside to make it a nice circle, so you don't have to worry about the outside getting perfect. So next, we're going to take our food dye. I have yellow and red, and use a pipette by squeezing the top and putting it in the dye, and drop 4 to 5 drops of food dye on the glue. If you do more, that's okay because it's kind of hard to control, but in the next step you just don't want to over swirl it, which you'll see. So then, using the popsicle stick, we're going to swirl the dye to make a cool design on the glue. But you want to make sure to keep some white, or else when it dries it'll be completely covered and you won't be able to see through it for the Suncatcher. Like that. I think that's pretty good. And so then we're going to wait 2 to 4 days for it to dry. We found that putting it in the sun helps it dry faster, or you can also put it in front of a fan at home. But the sun definitely helped it dry faster. It dried in 1.5 days as opposed to 3 days in front of a fan. So once you've waited, it'll look something like this. This was on a plastic lid, as you can see. I put sparkles on it to make it a little more fun, which you can definitely do if you have. And so now that it's dry, you can tell because it peels off pretty easy with no white spots on the lid. So it peels off like this. And I'm going to trim around the edge because I don't really like this wonky edge. So with scissors, I'm just going to carefully trim around because it is pretty fragile. So there's that. And then there are some weak spots in the glue that have some openings, and so for that I'm going to poke a hole through it with my pencil just to make it so the string can go through. This one just broke really easily, but you can also carefully punch through it by just pressing the pencil through like that, so it makes a little gap. And then I'm going to take my string and put it through the hole that I made. And tie a loop at the top. maybe. And there you have it.